Hey guys, what's up? Can y'all hear me? What is there? One person in here? No. One, two, three, I guess. Hey guys, it was tough tonight. My hubby is not here, so I had to do the whole setup myself. Thank goodness I took good notes because otherwise I would have never made it. Hey Dee Dee. Hey Ken. Hey CPO. How's everybody doing? Y'all, I know I've got a fan going. It's hot as crap in here again. We just had like a horrible thunderstorm and it's like sweltering hot outside. Hey, Darlene, what's up, girl? Did everybody have a good week? Thank God it's Friday, right? It's been one of those weeks, y'all. This is like probably week number 3 of one of those weeks. But hey, I figure, if it's been dragging along for 3 weeks, I gotta have a good day at some point, right? I had. Oh, hey, Pat. Hey. Yeah, I'm a one-some tonight. Hubby's he's actually on his way home, so he had to go over to my brother-in-law's house because they're working on a car, putting a new transmission in a car, and it's been a pain in the you know what. So I love rain. I hate storms. My dog D Minor hates storms too, especially when her daddy's not here. So it's been like an hour and a half of D Minor literally on top of me. I put her thunder shirt on her, and normally if I put her thunder shirt on her, normally she'll stop shaking, and calm down. Didn't work tonight. It was a bad storm though, so I know she's going to be so happy when it gets here. She is currently camped out at my feet. I tried to hold her. She doesn't want me to hold her now. I don't know. She's having a bad day too. Okay, so my eyes are okay. This eye, though, I can't wear a mascara or anything because I don't know what the heck it is. It's both of them have been acting up, but the right one's been the really bad one. And I've noticed like my bags under my eyes look horrible. Like I don't know what's going on. Some kind of allergy, I'm assuming, but who knows? I'll live. Oh, Dee Dee, that sounds so good sleeping in. I love to sleep in, but it doesn't work in my house. My hubby gets up the crack of dawn every morning, and bless his heart, he tries so hard to be quiet. It doesn't work. He always ends up waking me up. Oh, Darlene, I bet. A really good friend of ours lives across the street, and she's 4th grade, I think. She teaches 4th grade. And she's like, I'm not an IT professional. I'm a teacher. She's like, this is hard as crap. And then we have another friend down the street who's a teacher, and he's really struggling. Yeah. I know it's tough, huh? I'm so grateful my kids are grown. Oh, that sucks, Darlene. That's the one fortunate thing about my husband. I'm telling you, like all of our neighbors, our family, they have anything wrong with their computer, something they can't figure out, they call him and he can, like that, like he can get it, get them through it. He's really talented like that. Thanks, Ken. Yeah, exactly. The weather is crying for me. Hi, John Queel. How are you? Did I say that right, John Queel? I'm not very good with pronunciations, as you'll see in my comment sections when everybody brings it up to me. I never realized how horrible I am at pronunciating things until I started making YouTube videos. And now everybody's like, oh, you said her name wrong. I'm like, sue me. Sorry. Hey, Caroline, how's it going? Festus says, Mommy's back. Hey! You're still at the hotel? Oh no. How's the weather? Is everything okay? Like, I mean, is your house okay? Are you okay? Oh, good, John Quill. It's John Quill, right? John Quill? John Quill? I'll butcher it before the end of the night, so forgive me now because it'll happen. Yeah, gosh, everybody in Texas and Louisiana, holy cow, that was a horrible storm. Oh my God. My father-in-law actually lives in Arkansas. And I guess, you know, he's fine where he is, but. So my husband's stepmom was diagnosed with breast cancer. So it's been a long week. I know, Pat. Wasn't it horrible? Like, I was watching the news, just looking at the pictures, and I was like, oh my gosh. Like, I was watching early the next morning, and it was like the sun was just coming up in Lake Charles. It was horrible. There's so much, everything's like wiped out. Like, I can't even imagine. Oh, John Quill, I should have known that. Okay, I should have known that. 4 trees on it, and they're saying no electricity for 3 to 4 weeks. Holy crap, that stinks. Oh my gosh. Hello. I don't know. Yeah, I think I'm back on. I don't know. I'm waiting to see. I said I think I'm back on. I don't know. Can y'all see me, hear me? No, I know. I was talking to everybody. Yeah, they can see me. I'm back on. All right, love you. All right, honey, love you. Bye. Sorry, guys. I don't know what the crap happened. Actually, I think I do know. I think, yeah, I called hubby. I was like, I don't know what the heck's going on. So he's like, I don't know. I'm like 20 minutes away. So I was like, okay, whatever. So I hung up and I redid everything. And then it came back up and said, like, said something about an update. I don't know. So hubby was saying, well, maybe Windows had some stupid update. So go figure. Of course, it would be Windows' fault. But I was literally, before it started buffering, I was just about to say, the one thing that they did out here that I am so grateful for, it cost us a lot in tax dollars through the years, but it's awesome. They buried all of our power lines. So in 22 years of being here, I think we've lost power 3 times. One time was some kind of unscheduled maintenance issue, and the other 2 times, transformer was hit. And it wasn't even like the transformer where we are. It was like another one which caused ours to go out or something. I don't know. It's like a precaution thing. So yeah, so oh no. You know, I just saw this interview with this guy in Lake Charles. And they showed the front of his house, and they showed like where he was sitting, a tree fell into it. And they went inside, and like he had just gotten up to like walk somewhere else in the house when the tree fell. He would have been killed. Crazy. Hey, Janelle, how's it going, girl? I'm telling you, Pat, like I said, we've had to pay like astronomically high taxes over the years. But you know, no, it's not that bad. You know, so the little bit extra that we pay has been so worth it, because so many people around here, constantly have power outages, and we are so fortunate that we don't. Oh wow, Ken, are your power lines buried out there too, or what? Yeah, see, underground. See, that's the way to go, I'm telling you. My sister lives in like an older neighborhood in Kansas City, and I was actually out there when they had a blizzard last year in January, I think it was. And we stayed in the house with no power for like 3 days. And finally, by like the end of the third day, we looked at each other and we're like, oh, heck no. So we went further in another town and got a casino hotel room. And we just spent the time playing the slot machines while everybody else was worried about their power. But yeah, it's horrible. It's horrible when your power is always going out. And my sister has a really nice generator, but it broke. And so my husband like walked her through it. So he's pretty confident he knows what's wrong, and she's pretty confident she can fix it. She's really handy, so hopefully she will. She's a lot smarter than I am when it comes to like gadgets and stuff. And hubby was like, oh my God, you rock. You totally rock. You figured it out for yourself. I was like, y'all want to know how I figured it out? I turned everything off and started over, because I made a list, y'all. I have a list right here of what I'm supposed to hit and not hit. Because I said to him, I've got to write this down, because you know how my brain works. I won't even retain it. So that's the only way. Oh, Pat, I bet. Horrible winters. Oh, thanks, Janelle. It's been another rough week, you guys. It's always freaking something the past couple weeks. I'm like, really? Can I just have like a little teeny break? Like a little teeny one? Yeah, we have gas. Let's see. Gas, heat. Yeah. Yep. My brother-in-law, his job, like he works with like commercial heating and AC and stuff, and he was saying that like people can't get new air conditioning units right now, or the parts for them. They're like sold out everywhere. So I'm just praying that my air conditioning unit, knock on wood, holds out until we can buy a new one. Until we can sink thousands upon thousands of dollars into buying a new one. That, yay! Exactly, Janelle. I'm telling you. And hubby's always like, no, you can't just turn it off. You have to do this, this, and this. I'm like, watch me. And I flip that switch off and flip it back on. Yeah. Dunville, that's so true. I just can't, my brain just doesn't function like that. So anything computer related doesn't make sense to me. Whereas my son and hubby will talk. They'll have a conversation about, oh yeah, the CPU says blah, 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 and he understands it. It's Greek to me. I don't get any of it. Wow, that's crazy. I do, Ken. Oh my gosh, where's my little list? I made a little list, you guys. I have lists of lists, okay? No, it's not that bad. Just kidding. Hold on, y'all. My hair. Getting on my nerves. Okay. So I wanted to tell you all, I listened to, everybody knows who Nancy Grace is, right? She has a podcast. And she did a podcast, and she spoke to Lauren Scharf and Tyson Draper. Tyson Draper recorded a conversation he had with Barry Morphew 3 weeks after Suzanne disappeared. supposedly Barry didn't know that he was recording it. And then Lauren Sharf works out there at the local news. And so anyway, so Nancy Grace, I have a love-hate relationship with Nancy Grace. I love what she does, but sometimes she's just so incredibly, what's the word? She just like barks at people. I don't know the word. She barks at people. She gets pushy and she always insinuates it's the husband's fault. Whenever a woman dies, oh, it's the husband. She always does that, and it drives me crazy because there are tons of cases where it's not the husband. You know what I mean? So love-hate relationship with her. But anyway, so confrontational, that's the word. She's entirely too confrontational. Okay, let me tell you this, y'all. Lauren Sharf interviewed Barry. He said, I don't want my voice, I don't want you to record it and put it out there. Dude, your wife has been missing for 3 months. 3 freaking months. Like, who gives a crap if she records your voice or not? You know what I mean? Like, and I've said from the beginning, I think he's involved somehow. I don't know. If I'm wrong, I will make a public apology, y'all. Okay, so, wait, you guys have to hear this, so I have to read it. Hold on. So you remember after 4 days of Suzanne being missing, he said it was too soon, meaning it's just too soon, I can't talk. If that were my husband, let me tell you something. I would be physically running. I would be in my truck, going to every TV station, trying to find a reporter that would listen to me so that I could say, hey, I'm trying to find my husband. He's missing. I'm freaking out. I need help. You know what I mean? You do whatever it takes to find your spouse. Okay? So then, listen to this crap. He said, there's not 1 ounce of evidence against me. So the police, no, this is not an exact quote, but he said, the police don't have 1 ounce of evidence against me. Why would you say that? Wouldn't you be more likely to say, I didn't hurt my wife, I didn't kill my wife, I love my wife, I'm desperate, I can't wait till she comes back, I don't know what to do, I'm losing my mind. Not, the police don't have 1 ounce of evidence against me. Y'all, let me just say, I will call Barry Morphew and apologize if I'm wrong, okay? I'll do everything in my power to get a hold of him and apologize if I'm wrong on this. But I'm here to tell you that I don't think I'm wrong. Ugh. Used to watch her, but she got angry. She gets so... She's extreme, y'all. And I understand she's had, sister murder or something. I understand. I can't imagine, you know what I mean, the position that she's in, but she just gets so intense. Holy crap. She does, Janelle. She does jump to conclusions too quickly. Exactly, Ken. He is. You're right, Pat. He is. Hi, Sierra. What's up? Hi, Kat, this and that. How are you? Yeah, so I'm telling you, y'all, you just don't say that kind of crap. If you're not guilty, you don't say that kind of crap. Come on. Excuse me. All right, y'all. So this week I'm working on Patrice Lee, Deborah S. Pickler, Diane Schuler, and Philip Seymour Hoffman. Yay! So yeah, I have a lot to do this week. And that's not including all the readings that I'm doing for people, personally for people. You know what, Pat? I don't see any love in him either. Honestly. I mean, something doesn't feel right. And usually if it doesn't feel right, it isn't right, And You don't have to be a psychic. Like, look, I'm telling you, not even from a psychic standpoint, just from a normal person standpoint. If some dude says, oh no, it's too early, I don't want to talk to anybody, it's too early. What the hell does it's too early mean? You know what I mean? And then to say something like that, you don't say, oh, they don't have a shred of evidence against me. You say something like, I didn't hurt my wife. I didn't kill my wife. You know, I love my wife. You know what I mean? Like, you know, the other thing I meant to look at, you know, that recorded, I don't know, 40-second thing he did about no questions asked, bring her back, you can have the reward. That one where he was just shaking his head no the whole time. Did he say her name at all in that video? Because I find that odd. Because one of the first things that the FBI, that they tell you when someone goes missing, if you do a video like that or you get interviewed, you're supposed to say that person's name a lot because you want to familiarize, you want it to be personal. So if somebody kidnapped your wife, then you want the person to feel like, this is my wife, Suzanne, I love her. You know what I mean? Like, I don't think he said her name except at the very beginning. I need to watch that and see, because yeah, I don't think he did. Hey, Amal, how are ya? He's definitely a narcissist. Did you see their house? Their house is like a man cave. It's like not one touch of anything of a female in there. That's just so weird. You know what I mean? Like, you've been married all those years, and there's like not a feminine touch anywhere to be seen in that house. It looks like a bachelor. Yeah, like a bachelor lives there. He said Suzanne, but I bet she only said it one time, didn't he? And they tell you, like, if they didn't think he had anything to do with it, they would have went up to him and said, look, when you record this, you need to say your wife's name as many times as possible. Trust me, I know this. I know this. So, it's so frustrating. Exactly, Janelle. He knows exactly where she is, where her body is. I just, if I'm wrong, I will apologize, but I don't. Oh yeah, you're right. Kenny did say, "Oh, Suzanne." He did. That's right. That's right. Yeah, nobody knows why they moved. You don't grow up in an area and stay there all those years and then all of a sudden, now it would be different. Let's say that, you know, both kids were out of the house, they were in college, or they had moved on their own. Then maybe you would relocate to another state and up and, you know, redo your whole entire life. But something's not right about that. Something's not right. Hey, Evie, what's happening? Yeah, I'm really curious to know why they moved. And I get so sick and tired of these people that are like, oh no, Barry didn't do it. You don't know him the way I know him. I know he couldn't have done that. He couldn't do that. He's too nice of a guy. You know what? I'm here to tell you, anybody is capable, unfortunately, of taking another person's life. Unfortunately. You know? I know the majority of us would never even think about it, you know, but that one specific personality, like I think Barry has, you know what I mean? It's so frustrating, y'all. Exactly, Ken. Right, Pat, right? Yeah, it's just everything that he said up till now has just been so impersonal. You know what I mean? And when he did that interview with Tyson Draper, did you notice how he all of a sudden stopped when he was talking about, oh, the bike was sitting right there and the front wheel was, and then he kind of like stopped because he was like, oh crap, only the person who planted the bike there would know that information. So Barry, you better bring it back a little bit. Yeah. Yeah, Julia, look, I think he was a part of it. He may not have been the one that actually physically abducted her and physically did something with her, but I think he was involved. I do. Hey, Belskra, I need you to email me. I don't know where your email is. I am hot, y'all. I've been a hot mess this week. Hot mess express. I think I lost like 3 emails. Y'all, it's just been one of those weeks, okay? This is like week 3 of one of those weeks. I'm so over it at this point. But you know what? I am, for the most part, a very positive person. So I'm going to say that I think this next week will be better. There, I said it for everybody in the universe to hear. So don't come tell me anything bad. Anybody in the universe, I don't want to hear it. If somebody in my family dies, can you just give me like one day? Can you? Give me one day. Give me like one calm, cool day because I really need it right now. I'm so over it. Y'all don't understand. I've had so many family members die. It's been a mess. It's been a mess, y'all. And I've been really like, last week I was sick. The week before I was sick. This past week I was sick. I really think that, I don't know if it's, I'm trying to do too many things psychically, or if it's like one spirit in particular that's messing with me. But it's been a tough couple weeks. But it's going to get to bed. Yeah, Pat, it better not be COVID. Oh my God. Jeez. Went through that with Chris. I don't need to deal with it anymore. Right, Ken. He is so not. I don't get it. And here's another thing I don't get. Why is it that his 2 daughters haven't been in touch with Suzanne's dad, with their grandfather? That's your grandfather. I mean, wouldn't you, if you were a schmuck before and you lost contact with your grandpa, you know, your grandpa's sick now, your mom's missing, wouldn't you like bust your butt to go out of your way to like reconnect? Something's just not right in that family, period. It just doesn't make sense to me. I can't put my finger on it, but there's something not right with that family. You know, and Ken, you're right. It goes back to, why did they move from Indiana? Why did they up and move their entire lives while they had a child that's still in school? It just doesn't make any sense. There's something not right. It is, Sierra. It's hard to be positive, but you know what? I'll get through it. I always do. Julia, I don't think Dark Rose, no, I don't think she thought Barry was involved. I think you're right when you said it before. I don't think she thought he was involved. Oh, thanks, Amal. Yeah, it's life, you know. When you have a huge family, it happens. Very weird, Pat. Very weird family dynamic. Yeah, that's true, Ken. But I mean, if I were a teenage girl and my mom were missing, and my only connections to my mom are my father and my mom's brothers, my mom's siblings, and my mom's father or mother. You know what I mean? Like, I would think that that would be like, wow, you know, now's the time to, you know what I mean? I mean, I don't know. I get that not all families are close. You know, I haven't always had the best relationship with some of my family members in the past, but, you know, we've healed the issues and the wounds, and now we're close, you know? But it took my father dying. So, exactly, Kat, exactly. Oh, wow, Evie, that's awesome. Garlic and honey, I have to remember that. Yeah, lemon and honey too. My grandma used to give us, she used to make hot toddies with lemon, honey, and then whiskey. Oh God, I hated that stuff. She'd be like, "You need to drink it," and I'm like, "Ugh." But you know what? She was right. Like, I would drink it, and then it would like numb my throat, and I would pass out. You know, like unconscious, because I was a kid and I drank a shot of whiskey. So you know, so Did it really work? I don't know, but it made me fall asleep. I know that much. Ah. I don't know, Pat. I don't know. I think they are supposedly, but at one point somebody said, "Oh no, they're not talking to their dad." So I don't know. Who knows? Wow, really, Ken? That's crazy. Oh, okay. So they do have a lawyer, a different one. Okay. Wow. Yeah, hot toddy. Yeah. Oh, sorry, Pat. Yeah, I was not close to my mother either. And then my dad died. And then my mother wanted to sell her house in the Midwest and move in with me and hubby and the kids. And she did. And she lived not very long and then she passed. But it was good that we had that time together. We definitely needed it to mend our relationship. He could have been planning it for years, Caroline. Hi, Caroline. How are you? Yeah, could be. Oh no, Belsker, that sucks. Oh, thanks, John Quill. I have like a really deep voice. Unfortunately, I smoked for a lot of years, and thank you, Jesus, I quit in 2010. I was smoking like 4 packs of cigarettes a day. It was horrible. I was waking up at night to chain smoke. Like I was a nervous wreck all the time. I was such a hostage to it. And then hubby was diagnosed with cancer, and I just felt horrible. Like I felt like it was my fault. He smoked too, but I was like, oh my God, it's my fault, you know? So the day I was driving him to the hospital to have the cancer removed, I threw the cigarettes in the garbage and that was it. That is so sad, Ken. I know that's so true, but you know, I tell my kids all the time, like, I wish that my grandparents were still here. But you know what? I was smart when I was younger. I like asked them tons of questions, you know. I was that kid that like asked a million questions, but I learned so much from doing that, you know. So it's just sad that kids today they don't. Ugh, I wish they would. Wow, I'm so sorry, Ken. Ah, John Will, yeah, Friday Night Live, yeah. Oh, Pat, I know, girl, I know. Let me tell you, I'm at the point now to where both my sister-in-laws smoke, and I just can't like be around them very long. And like I'm going to Vegas, and whenever I go to Vegas, you know, it's like I just can't. I used to, you know, have no problem sitting next to somebody that was chain smoking, but now I can't handle it. Like I feel my chest tightening up, and I just feel icky. But it was not easy, let me tell you. But the way I looked at it like hubby was going to be in the hospital high on drugs because he was having a major surgery, right? So I was like, okay, excuse me, if he's in the hospital, you know, then it's just me having to deal with me, you know, smoking. So I was like, I'm going to do this. And I would leave each night, come home, and, you know, and I actually ended up after like 5 days, I started carrying an unlit cigarette in my fingers because smoking was always a social thing for me. And like I would get on the phone and like chain smoke and talk and pace and I loved like the social aspect of smoking. So I carried around an unlit cigarette for a couple weeks, and then I switched to a pencil. So at least when I was driving, I had something in my hand, and you know. But it's more. I'm telling you, it's like that mental thing. It's just the mental part of it. If you can get past that mental end of it, because now it's like I don't. I feel like my chest tightens up. I feel like I can't breathe. My God, hi honey, you're filthy.
No, I'm just sweaty.
You have fun working on the car.
Oh, hell no. Thank you, Maya. All right.
Okay, babe. Yeah, Ken, that's so true. It is in the mind. It is. Wow, cigarettes are high there. I know in Maryland, they're like I think $8 a pack or something like that. And then I think Virginia, you can find, you know, like generics and stuff for like $6 or $7 a pack, but that's expensive. Holy crap, that's expensive. Yeah, nothing really seemed to ever help me with it. I think it was literally like you just have to like get your mind to the point to where you're like, I'm done, you know? And I think the guilt, for me, the guilt helps me, you know? Hey, Mo, I feel your pain. I feel your pain. You know, I lost a whole bunch of weight, and I've now gained back 35 pounds of it, and I feel horrible. And I'm not as big as I was before because I've still managed to keep a lot of it off, but I just feel horrible. And I do have diabetes now, and it's just insane. Like, I just have got to get this weight off. And when I got the weight off before, I was working out twice a day. Like my entire life, I was working out twice a day. I wasn't eating much. So looking back on it, I don't think I was losing weight the right way, and that's why it was so easy for me to gain 35 pounds back. Now, you know, before I went for 2 years and didn't put one morsel of food in my mouth that was unhealthy. I even baked a whole, like, 12 different types of cookies at Christmas. I didn't taste not one morsel. And now, you know, I'm like, oh, I did good the past 3 days, so I can cheat, no big deal. Oh my God. But you know what? You know, I'm going to die from something, right? I'd rather die. No, I can't say that I'd rather die from diabetes. I don't know. Don't listen to me. It does suck. I think a lot of mine, though, you know, when you get to a certain weight, when you lose that kind of weight, you get to a certain weight and you're happy and you're healthy and you feel healthy. Like for the first time in a lot of years, my mind, I felt healthy. Like, okay, you did such a good thing for yourself. Ugh. Sorry, guys, it just blinked out again. You know, you feel like, oh, I've lost all this weight. I've done so well. And so now, looking back on it now, I feel like a failure. You know what I mean? Because now it's like, come on, girl, you need to get this 35 pounds off. And it's like, I can't, you know? And it's not that I can't. It's that I need to get back to that mindset, you know? I need to get back to that mindset. And I need to stop saying, oh, I can have one of those. It's no big deal, because one turns into five, you know what I mean? And but I can't go back to working out twice a day. I was killing myself. It was too much. It really was. It was too much. But it was so nice. Everybody was like, you know, I got so many compliments. And my father-in-law said, you know, he lives out of state, and he said, oh my gosh, hey, Skinny, you have lost so much weight. You look so good. And, you know, the man had never paid me a compliment before. So, you know, so now it's like, what am I now? You know? And not that he would never be rude and say, oh, you look like a pig. You know what I mean? Like, he wouldn't do that. But it was just ironic because he had never, like, paid me a compliment like that. So I was like, oh, wow, I must be doing really well, you know? And that kind of, like, changed my mindset. And I was like, I look really good. Like, I worked really hard, and but it didn't last because it was too much. I just did entirely too much too quick. Oh, Darlene, I know. My dad died from lung cancer. I understand. I agree, Ken. You're right on. Oh, good job, Caroline. Evie, so true. And I love all of those things. So why am I not eating that for dinner every night? And y'all, look, I have all this stuff in my fridge to make amazing salads. Before, I would do my Herbalife shake for breakfast, and then I would do a salad for lunch, and then for dinner I would have vegetables and a piece of meat. That's what I ate every day. I didn't have snacks. I didn't have anything extra, and I was satisfied and I felt good. So right now I have all this stuff in my fridge to make a really nice salad, and it's just kind of sitting there, and here it's like day 3 and it's still just sitting in there, you know. Ugh. I'll get back. I will. I just have to get back to that mindset. Yeah, Ken, that's awesome. How long did you smoke, Ken? Oh, nice, Darlene. See, that's my thing. I have an elliptical machine, and I have like one of those really, really nice exercise bikes. It's all there. All I have to do is get off my butt and do it. You know, and last week I started off the week really well. I got on the bike, I did my 9 miles, you know, and I'll do that. I'll go for like 3 or 4 days. And then all of a sudden I'll wake up with a headache or something. And you know, I have PRE, so I get these nasty headaches. So I'll get a nasty headache. And then I just won't finish the week. You know what I mean? And before, years ago when I lost all the weight, I would never have done that. Like, never. I would never have done that. Oh, thanks, Festus' mom. Yeah, I got it done. It's like a reverse balayage or whatever, but right now it's flat and because I'm sweating. It's so hot in here. Yeah, I don't blame you, Darlene. It's wow, you smoked over 20 years. Good job, Ken, for quitting. Good job. Hey, Mo. The cows and sheep don't give a shit. You're my kind of person. Wow, $70 a week. See, I'm telling you, hubby and I figured out at one point that we were paying, how much were we paying a month for cigarettes? And we were like, oh my gosh, that's like a car payment.
$300.
Yeah, it was like $400. No, I think it was more like closer to $400. I don't know.
I don't even want to think about it.
Yeah, he's like, I don't even want to think about it. It was like $300 to $400 we were paying a month. That's a car payment. That's like over a car payment. And you know, finally we were like, yeah, oh, this is insane. Oh my goodness, let me see. Would you ever do a reading on an FNL? Yeah, sure I would. I'm just, when I get on here, I'm like, this is kind of like, I try to put out 2 videos a week, and then this is like, kind of like my time just to relax and talk to people. You know, that's why I haven't done that. Maybe eventually, you know.
What about my idea?
Yeah, maybe I would. Yeah, we'll see. Wow, Ken, that's awesome that she waddling to the beer fridge.
We need to get a different fan.
Why? I know, my fan's loud, but it works really well, and I'm sweating balls in here, so it feels really good. Wow, that's awesome, Ken. I wish I had that mentality, you know? But I think because my mom was very overweight, my sister has weight problems, my brother has weight problems. My brother, not so much because he's like freaking 6'5" or 6'7" or something. My sister's like almost 6'1". I'm the short one in the family at 5'10". And really, I've shrank like 1.5 inches. So really, I'm like 5'8.5" now, okay? You know what I mean? But I'm like the short one in the family. But my brother's on Weight Watchers now, and I guess he's lost like 20-some pounds. My sister's on some eating plan now, and she's lost like a bunch of weight. My sister and I are meeting to go to Vegas, and I'm like, I gotta build my stamina back up. You know, because when I go to Vegas with her, like, we walk. It's nothing for us to walk 3 or 4 miles a day, right? We don't take the trains, the trams, or taxis. We walk like all day, you know? Excuse me. So I'm like, hey, Tiki Tutu, how are ya? Oh, I wish you could stay. Come see us next Friday night. We'll miss you, though. What's an NFL? I don't know. What is NFL? You mean FNL? Friday Night Live. You're not slow. Come on. Wow. Daggone, canned food's pricey there. That's crazy. You know what though? Let me tell you. Since this pandemic started, it's insane how much groceries have gone up. It's insane. Like they've jacked up the prices so much on groceries. It's just horrible here. Oh no. I'm sorry, Pat. Oh, thanks, Belskra. You know what's weird is like they're really like more of like a turquoise blue, but on camera they come out like a green color. It's really weird. I don't know why. It's so weird. Uh, I bet it was tough, Darlene. Yeah, my dad, he had been having back problems. And so this little small town hick doctor said, oh, no problem. We can do this little surgery, cut the nerves in your back there, and you'll be fine. So apparently, when they opened him up, he had cancer in his lungs, and opening him up, and the oxygen hit the cancer, and it ate up his entire spinal cord, and he couldn't stand up or anything. And he was dead 11 days later. So horrible. Wow, Ken, that's crazy. Oh, nice, John Quill. That's amazing. Congratulations. It's not an easy task. Wow. Yeah, Darlene, it's insane. Yep. Same thing, Pat. It's horrible here. I'm like, what the heck? Why is it? You know, I used to be able to buy like a 3 pound container of ground round, right? And I want to say it used to cost me like $13 somewhere around there. I'm paying like 20 daggone dollars now. It's insane. Like I'm like, what in the heck? Wow. Ken, that's crazy. Oh, thanks, Pat. It was, I say he was dead 11 days later, but I had a day and a half with him that, like, my mom went to sleep for a little while because she was exhausted at this point. She hadn't slept in days, and Daddy and I just sat there and talked and reminisced, and he was able to say what he wanted to say, and I was able to say what I wanted to say to him. So I was very fortunate that I had that time with him because most, the majority of people in this world don't have that time to say goodbye. You know what I mean? $4 for eggs. Holy cow. Wow, Belsker, that's crazy though. Oh wow. Well, that's not bad then. Holy cow. I thought she had lung cancer. It was in her chest wall. Oh, that's so sad. We were kind of stressing because my husband's stepmom, this is like her second go round. And this is like the second type of breast cancer. But they removed it, and I think she's going to be okay. But, I can't see with family members. I can't see. So that kind of sucks. I mean, I can see. Let me take that back. Like when Daddy was going to die, I knew he was going to die. Like a lot of times I'll have dreams or whatever, but it's hard just to do like a psychic reading on a family member. I usually can't see much. Oh my gosh, I feel you, Darlene. I made this chicken and potatoes in the Instapot last night. And hubby was like, oh, it's really good. And I'm like, it tastes like shoe leather. Like, I'm so over chicken. Uh, What do you mean, Belsker? I don't get what you're saying, honey. Whew. Oh, wow. Cow and a pig. You know, we thought about doing that. I actually looked into doing that. Like a friend of ours, she has a farm, and I think I may end up doing that. Yeah, let me tell you, Heath Ledger, he was so much like I thought he would be, and then some. Like he was so down to earth and so, what's the word? He was just so calm and casual and like it was no big deal, you know? I agree, Pat. I know. But it sucks that it has to come down to, do I buy food for my cat or myself? You know what I mean? Like, that sucks that we're in a society that sucks. Yeah, yeah, Heath Ledger was awesome. He really was. I mean, and yeah. But, you know, I just want to say for the record, like, I don't tell everything when I communicate with spirit. If it's like a, you know, a famous person, in a lot of cases, I don't say like everything that they tell me. You know what I mean? Because there are so many things that I just don't think need to be put on YouTube, you know? Yeah, it could be him. I just, it's just been one thing after another. John Quill. Okay, so I'm about to do another video on how I do readings, but I've kind of like been putting it off for a week or two just because I've had so much going on. But I'll put up a video soon about how to get a reading. I think I need to just like slow down a little bit right now. Oh, Darlene, that's so good that you were able to spend that time with her, you know. The same thing happened with my husband's mom. She had brain cancer, and I stayed in the hospital with her because I had went through all of my brain surgeries, and she knew that I knew where she was coming from, so she was like, I want you to stay here with me. So I stayed at the hospital with her, and then I came home and took care of her, and I took her to her appointments, and wow, that is fortunate, Ken, because medication is so expensive here. It's it's insane. I feel so bad. You know, I've gone to my pharmacist before. I went there one time and there's this elderly woman in front of me and it was like 700 some dollars for one medication. You know, and I could hear her talking and she was like, yeah, you know, I have 3 other ones I need to get filled and I can't afford them this month. I mean, that's insane. Like, why, you know, ugh, that just blows my mind. It just blows my mind, especially an elderly person. My God, you work your butt off your entire life and then you can't afford to get your medication. That just pisses me off. Oh yeah, I definitely have Princess Di on my list. Definitely, definitely. True, Darlene, and that's kind of how I feel. Like, yeah, I just there are just certain things that they say that I'm like, that just doesn't need to be out there, you know. Oh, you too, Janelle. Take care of yourself, girl. Thanks for stopping by. Oh, good, 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 good. I'll be praying for you in your job, honey. You should see the pictures of Scotland. Ken has the most amazing pictures. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous there. It like drives me nuts when I see the pictures. I'm like, really? Like I've never seen something so beautiful. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the Dyatlov Pass. You guys, I was so. There was a part of me that didn't even want to post that video. You know, because of what I was seeing and being told and given. And I was like, yeah, that was crazy. I've never had to do a reading like that before. It just, yeah. I mean, look, you know, people's beliefs are people's beliefs, you know. But when it comes to something like that, I'm like, should I post this? Do people want to hear this kind of stuff? You know? But I had tried to connect with everybody in that group, and she was the only one that I could connect with. So I was like, I really need to like put this out there. Yeah. And then, so, oh my gosh, somebody wrote this other case in my comment section quite a while ago. I mean, y'all have to understand, I have, you know, hundreds of names that people want me to do, right? So a lot of times when I first see a name, I'll start getting stuff, and so I try to like jot it down. So there'll be another one coming up in the future that the stuff that I was seeing, I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? Another one like this? Yeah, y'all. Yeah, I wanted to count, let's say. Okay, so I have 81 people on my list of, quote, everyday people that are missing or have passed, okay? Y'all, that's not even the celebrities or the famous people. I have like another 200 on that. So I got a lot to do. I'll get there, you know, slowly but surely. And then towards the end of September, I'm going to go to Vegas to hang out with my sister. So I'm not sure if I'm just going to take that week off or if I'm going to like pre-record a couple videos. I don't know. I don't know. Oh my goodness. Kat, who are you talking about? Do you believe her monster? I don't know who you're talking about. Amanda Knox case? You know what? Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know, honey. Julia, I can't look. Let me tell y'all something. There's a reason why I write everything down. Like when I do readings, especially because I can't remember. And I've said this before, I think it's like, it's a defense mechanism. Because if I had all of these hundreds upon hundreds of people's death and all of that information in my head at one time, I mean, could you imagine how that would be emotionally? Like, that would be horrible. So yeah, I can't remember all that. Yeah. There are cases, you know, that stick with me. Y'all, I can't see. My glasses are so dirty. There are cases that definitely stick with me, you know, that I'll remember bits and pieces. But yeah, I can't remember like everything. There's no way. No way. Oh, you're talking about the Dyatlov Pass. Let me tell you. Yeah, that blew my mind. I mean, were they seeing Sasquatch? Were there aliens? Like, I don't know. I don't know. Ugh, I don't know. You know, but look, I will say this. I definitely believe there's a huge probability that there is something else out there besides us. You know? If you don't believe that way, that's cool too. I don't judge people based on, what they believe and what they don't believe. If I did, I would have zero friends probably. Especially because I live in DC, and especially with all the political people out here. Kill me. Oh, the Skylar News case, yeah. Uh, yeah, that was, see, that's one of those ones that I'll never forget, because of specific details. Yeah, that was a tough one. There were a lot of specific details that I didn't go into on the video, and that I never would, but it was pathetic. Oh wait, isn't Amanda Knox wasn't she overseas and they claimed she killed her roommate or something? Right? Is that Amanda Knox? Can the dead lie to you? Okay, so I can tell you this. Excuse me. Like that J.E. dude that I'm not going to mention his name because he's crazy and he won't leave me alone. The J.E. dude. If they're in a bad place, oh heck yeah, they can lie. And he did. He very much lied to me in the first video. Now, if they're in a good place, no, I don't think they're capable of that if they're in a good place, because I don't think they need to lie about anything. You know what I mean? Oh, thanks, Bellscra. Yeah, just shoot me an email because I need your email. I don't know what happened to your email. I don't know what the heck happened to your email address. Amel. I remember when my kids were little and they would get called everything in the book, including my dog, I could not keep those names straight. Yeah, exactly, Ken. I totally believe that. Yeah. Yeah, I do remember Amanda Knox. I do remember that. And I remember when I first heard about it, because I've never done a reading with her, never connected with her friend that died, that she supposedly killed. But I don't think for a second that she did it. Because when I first heard about it, no, I don't think she did it at all. I do think she had issues, major issues, but I don't think she killed her. I don't. Oh wow, Evie. You know what? Somebody said that in the comments, and I'm like, I don't know who Katie Johnson is. Let me tell you something. I'm not mentioning their names on here. I don't say J.E.'s name out loud because he starts coming around causing issues for me. But I understand why she's missing. I understand why she's missing. Let me just leave it at that. And I'm pretty confident I know who had a part in it. Wow. Oh no, Pat, you poor thing. Yeah, I think Amanda Knox has her share of issues. Don't get me wrong, okay? But murdering that girl, I don't think is one of them. I truly don't think she did it. And, you know, like I said, I haven't connected with the girl that she murdered. I haven't done that. But when I first learned about it, immediately, like as soon as her name, Amanda Knox, popped up, I was like, she didn't do anything. She didn't do it. I totally got that she didn't do it. Kat, you've got to get some new glasses, girl. That sucks. Sarah, the unfortunate thing about Skylar's friends is that that is the reason why they killed her. You know, I think it wasn't, they decided they didn't like her anymore. They were in love with each other. They were afraid that she was getting in their way. And quite frankly, I think they just wanted to know what it was like to kill someone. And I'm sorry to say that, but that's what I believe. I mean, those girls are just sick in the head. And I hope and pray that they don't ever get out, because when I was doing the research, they were saying that like one of them could get out, I don't know, like in not too long. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, they cannot get out of prison. They need to stay there forever. These girls are cold-blooded. When I connected with Skylar and the things that she told me that they did to her, I mean, just sick, savage, gross, nasty, disgusting things. How can you do that to someone that you've known all your life and that you've been friends with? Like, they are just sick, disgusting girls. They're just disgusting. I don't know how else to say it. I can't. You know, there were a lot of things that Skylar said that I won't put in a video, but just take it from me. And listen, I deal with dead people all the time. Like, this is my life, right? And the level of what they did, if I'm saying they got issues, they've got issues, okay? Because I deal with this all the time, you know, and it's pathetic. John Quill. Oh, you found, because of John Bonet? Yeah, that's such a sad case. Evie, yeah. You know, I hate to say this, but the whole entire group surrounding J.E., I mean, they're just a bunch of scumbags. I hate to say that. And every single one of them has the power to permanently make people disappear. I mean, I have no doubt in my mind that there are many of them that could make people disappear, that have made other people disappear through the years. Yeah. Exactly, Ken. They were so sick in the head. Like, it scared me when I was researching, and it said that, you know, the one girl could get out. I want to say it's like within 10 years. I was like, oh my gosh, please don't let her out. Like, I mean, I hope and pray that Skylar's family, you know, they go and do their victim witness impact statements or whatever to make sure that these girls stay in prison for the rest of their lives, because they're psycho. Oh, good. I'm glad you're getting new glasses, Pat. Yeah, that Shalia girl is freaking psycho. Yeah, where does that come from? Like, that's one thing, you know, I went through psychology and child psychology and all that, and it's like, what does a child have to go through in life to get to the point to where they want to feel what it's like to take another person's life? Like, you know what I mean? Like, I mean, you have to, like, it always makes me wonder, like, what have they gone through? You know, were they sexually abused? Are they physically abused? Did their parents hurt them? You know what I mean? Like, it just would take such a sick individual to get to that point. I don't know. And you know what? I don't think John Bonet will ever be solved either. I don't think it will be either. Well, let me rephrase that. I think it's going to come out years down the road that they suspect this particular guy who did it, you know, but I don't think that it'll ever truly be solved. Yeah, Ghislaine Maxwell. Yeah, somebody asked me if I thought she was going to be killed. Um, at first, my immediate feeling was that yeah, she was going to die. But you know what? Here lately, I'm not feeling that. So I don't know. I don't know. Oh, no doubt. Oh, there are so many corrupt prison guards. Oh my gosh, it's insane how, you know. Do you remember that one woman? It was here in the States. I want to say it was in like, it was either like Pennsylvania or North Carolina, where these two convicts convinced this lady was like, I think she was like a teacher or something, and she would do like classes with the prisoners. And they convinced her, the one guy convinced her that he was like in love with her, so she would sneak stuff in for him, and then they escaped. Yeah, she's sitting in prison right now. I mean, there are corrupt people in the prison, you know, just like there are corrupt cops. There's tons of them out there, unfortunately. Oh, see you next time, CPO. Take care, honey. Yeah, very true, Darlene. Yep. I believe it, Evie. I'm telling you, when I say this, I have communicated with so many dead people. And I have never come in contact with anyone so manipulative and so screwed in the head. Excuse me. Oh, he had me convinced that, oh, I didn't mean to do what I did. You know, in other countries, it's okay to have sex with 17-year-olds, right? And the whole time I'm communicating with him, I'm like, something's not right, something's not right. Like I could feel something's not right, something's not right. You know what I mean? But I try to give him the benefit of the doubt because that's the type of person that I am. But let me tell you, by that second video I did, the guy is a POS for sure. Oh, that's right, Belska. Thank you, honey. Have a good night, honey. Thank you. Yeah, she was groomed by the prisoner. Yep. They are scary. Oh, she got released. I mean, as long as she stays away from prisoners, she'll probably be okay. But, you know, she was a ditz ball, man. She just fell for that hook, line, and sinker. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, I agree about Ghislaine Maxwell. A huge part of me thinks she's worse than he was, you know, because she was fully aware that when she brought those little kids in there, she knew that when they went into the other room with them, she knew what was going on. So in my eyes, that's kind of even worse, you know what I mean, than he was even. But oh wow, Sierra, wow. Wow. World War II, yeah, I've done many of them. Yeah. Yeah. Maxwell 100% participated. I mean, like, big time participated. Wow, that was some scary looking lightning that just shot out there. Crazy. Yeah. You know what, Ken? I don't even know. Ooh, listen to that thunder. I don't even know if we'll ever know the extent of what that woman did for him. I mean, it's just pathetic. You know, because at first I was thinking, like, um, I wasn't, when I did the first video with him, excuse me, I wasn't getting the whole truth from him, you know. I felt like something was wrong, but so by the second one, you know, I started thinking, I remember thinking like, to what extent did she take it? You know what I mean? So I think there are things that scumbag did that we'll never know that she did. You know what I mean? I mean, that's a sad reality. And she's got money. So, you know, she'll probably have 20 top-notch, you know, lawyers. Yes. You know, she was sleeping with them too. Like, you know, and I know. Her attorneys are going to say, oh, she was manipulated by J.E. I know that's what they're going to say. I mean, I can already hear it. She should be sent to prison for life. I totally agree. And my other thing is, you know, her attorney came out and said, well, she hasn't had any contact with J.E. for X amount of years. So that makes the fact that she was recruiting children for him to have sex with, that makes that all better. Oh, well, she hasn't talked to him for 10 years, so it's all good now. Really? Ugh. Oh, thanks, John Quill. Thank you. Yeah, Evie, he did. But you know what? If you've ever seen, oh, I mean, come on. Trump wished Vladimir Putin well. What's his name? The little fat dude from North Korea or whatever. I mean, come on. He says that about everybody. That probably wasn't the wisest choice of words, you know? But I did read, you know what? I read that Trump banned Epstein. Why did I say his name? Trump banned that POS from all of his golf course and from all of his, what do you call it, hotels and crap, because he said that he saw him hitting on like a 14-year-old girl. So he found out about it and he banned them. So, and I can tell you this much, Trump was not one of the names that I was getting when it came to J.E. Yeah. 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 Yeah, Kim Jong-un. Did y'all hear that he was in a coma and his sister's now like ruling? That's crazy. Oh, bye, Darlene. Take care, honey. Yeah. I get you, Emil. What happened? Okay. Sorry, everything blacked out again. Uh-oh. My lights are flickering and it's like trying to go, the power's trying to go out. After I sat here and talked about how great my electricity is here because it's buried, now it's going to go out. Are you kidding me? Yeah, I don't know, Pat. I don't know. Bye, Sierra. Bye, honey. Yeah, you guys, I think I'm going to go. I am wiped. It's been a long week, y'all. Yeah, so I'm going to go. I hope everybody has a great week. Try to hang in there. Yeah. Rocket Man, yeah. Wow. Aw. All right, you guys. I hope you have a great week. That about does it for me. Bye, guys.